TLO has, like I said, played very safely. He's not taking any risks by the looks of it. 2 bunkers are even going up. I mean, you'd think that he would take the assumption that because he had such a head start that maybe he would want to try and finish the game early, but it doesn't look like it. It looks like High Templar have already got Psionic Storm, and we're getting the Terran Amulet, which means that they'll spawn with 75 mana or energy instead of 50. Forgive me for my Warcraft 3 ways, so used to calling it mana. So yes, that's going to be interesting. It's quite clear that Hasu is going to be wanting to focus on, well, High Templar, which is not a bad idea because they can feedback, which is actually a very underrated ability. Feedback can reduce all of the energy on a current unit, such as a battle cruiser. If it had 200 energy, you put 1 feedback on it, boom, it loses it. And not only does it lose that, energy, it also loses the amount of health equivalent to the energy that it lost. Oh, its Phoenix keeps getting taken out. That's unfortunate because now he can't look up the high ground. So, what do we see here? Another command center going down, so it's very turtle style from TLO. And Hasu is also playing quite turtle himself. He's not really taking any huge risks, he's just having a look every now and then. We've got an interesting move here, pylon on the cannon to try and secure this Cell Naga tower until a large enough army comes to deny that. But it's not a bad move. I don't know what to think of that. I've never done that myself, but that's an interesting technique. He really obviously wants to see where a TLO is going to be moving. So obviously the Cell Naga towers are such a crucial element in the 1v1 and also other game types in Starcraft 2, but mainly definitely 1v1. We have a Stim Marine here, speeding away to have a little scout around. You can see his path. He's going to be looking around for any expansions or where the Protoss player may be hiding. And this probe is actually going to bump into him. Hello there, how you doing? Oh, Stim Marine does not like that probe looking around. Denied. Yep, Stalker's just avenged that probe's death. You did not die in vain, Mr. Probe. Well, I don't know. Was kind of pointless, I suppose. So we had the High Templars here with quite a bit of energy, and then recently a command center has just been put down. Is this going to be enough for TLO to deny? Oh, I don't know. The storm is beautiful right there, right on top of all of that bio army. Battle cruisers are coming in to deny this. Let's see what feedback does. Ooh, doesn't really want to get those High Templar within the siege tank's range. Look at that. You can see they're just outside of the range, and he knows this. He's done the damage he needed to do. He's denied that expansion whilst he's actually rebuilding his own. So now he's actually going to be pulling ahead, as we can see on income economy, which is quite incredible actually. Very good play from Hasu so far. Because obviously he was down for a long way. You know, you could see, I've had it on the income for quite a bit, and you could see that TLO was taking advantage of mass economy and Turtland playing it safe. So as soon as that command center goes back up, he'll be able to resaturate it because he's very oversaturated. He's got no minerals left in here, and he's totally oversaturated here. So essentially he's running on 1 base at the moment, TLO. As you can see, about 800 minerals is roughly about 1 base saturation. So obviously 1600 is 2 bases saturation, and so on. 2400, so really Hasu hasn't saturated this so much so far. That's not too bad. So once he's fully saturated, although he is running out of minerals very soon here, but he's still got minerals left. We can see Hasu is actually going to be doing another poke here, because obviously he knows that TLO is going to want to be getting that expansion back up again. He's not going to give up on it. And the Observer is confirming it. Oh no, is that such a good idea? Those Stalkers are going to get taken out, aren't they? But no, actually. Feedback is going off on the battle cruisers. They lose a ton of health. Psionic Storm is doing a nice bit of damage there, but I don't like that. Especially since Hasu had the Observer there. That many siege tanks, you have to basically take them out. I would have almost suspected that blinking into them might have been a suggestion just to get rid of those siege tanks if you weren't going to go for that all push, because all the siege tanks are taking damage, but if none of them are dead, you're going to take so much damage at 50 damage per hit. The patch will fix them a bit, but they'll still do 50 damage, I believe, to armoured units, and then 35 damage only to light units. So units like Zealots and High Temper are going to be a lot more effective against tanks. It's actually interesting because tanks focus Stalkers, I think, more than any other Protoss unit, I believe, the AI. So if you throw your Stalkers in first, you can actually quite safely move your High Temper in. Don't take my word for that, but I'm almost certain. It's something you can test at least, and then you can prove me wrong if I am wrong. But if you move in your Stalkers first and your High Templar, as long as the enemy is not microing those tanks, then the tanks should continue to attack the Stalkers until all the Stalkers are dead. So we can see that Hasu is still 400 minerals ahead, and they've both got a very similar gas count coming in. Anything new being produced? 3 Stargates for Hasu and a Dark Shrine. This is very interesting. Now, is he going to be doing hits and runs with his Dark Templar? I'm not sure. TLO is still playing this very safe right now. Very, very safe, I'd say. He shouldn't play it that safe though, because if he looks around enough, you can see that Hasu is really starting to take advantage of TLO's placid play. I mean, look at this. He's even got the gold expansion now, and he's starting to saturate that fair bit. Saturated here, pretty damn saturated there, very saturated, and he's only got a few probes left for this, just to finish off these minerals, whilst these ones get, oh my goodness, that is a lot. TLO, another battle going off here. Stalkers are not going to be able to do much against that. That was not such a good move. You can't take on that level of Terran army without some new type of unit, maybe Immortals and such, just to sort of break the front a little bit. Although I believe that your motor cannons can actually one-shot Immortals. I'm not sure. They can at least do a hell of a lot of damage to Immortals. I believe it bypasses the Guardian Shield. So yeah, I'm not really sure what Hasu should be looking for so far, but he's definitely trying new things, because here we see a Dark Templar moving out on his way. Where is he going to be going? Is there going to be any turrets going up? Yes, there is. Turrets are going to make this very hard for the Dark Templar to harass. Did TLO know about this? Oh, I don't know. Maybe he did, because that Dark Templar is going to be fully denied. There's another Dark Templar going to get denied again by the turrets. This is quite frustrating for Hasu, no doubt. Terran's very good at being defensive, and yes, it's a nightmare to play against this kind of defensive play. So let's have a look for a LiquidTLO. Did he see a Dark Shrine? No, he did not. Very intuitive. That's very impressive from TLO. He just... Sixth sense, I guess. High level play. You got to suspect these things. You got to be looking out for whatever the player could be moving on to. Such as, for example, when I play Zerg, sometimes I'll get myself an observer without seeing, just because you've got a feeling that they're going to be going cloaked banshees or something like that. Oh, look at this. The Stalkers are all blinking in, trying to get some massive damage done on these battle cruisers. Lots of feedbacks going down on the battle cruisers. He's only lost a couple though, and all the Storm is going to get all of those Marines. That is a very good exchange, I'd say. Because he got all those Marines, that might just be the difference. Can he take out these battle cruisers? That is incredible damage that they're doing. But oh, he can poke off one more. He's actually got an Archon here underneath doing massive damage. I have to say that the Hasu has come off pretty damn well there. It's by no means a solid victory, but he certainly took off a lot of TLO's army, and he's going to get even more. Yes, he lost a fair bit, but this is beautiful play, blinking right into those tanks, stopping them from doing any major damage from a distance. Oh, more tanks coming into it. Hasu is running out of army though, and that's about all Hasu's got left. We can see carriers are being made now, more High Templar, more battle cruisers and siege tanks for TLO. He's going to be moving to these gold expansion, whilst also moving in a command center over here. So, whilst Hasu is ahead... Oh, mothership, wow. How did I miss that one? Look at that. That is going to be interesting. What's going on here? So Hasu's actually miles ahead on income. We can see a ping going down there. It must be one of the observers. Or one of the players. I'm not sure how that's happened. Can I ping? No, I cannot. I don't know where that's come from. Either way, Hasu is definitely way ahead on the economy. We can see here. More units moving out here. Carriers, how are they going to serve in this? We'll find out. Oh, turrets are such a nuisance for observers. And that cannon is going to be denied. What's going to go down here? You can see these carriers like drifting to the side there. You see that? Is he going to be able to do a lot of damage? Storms are going off. Carriers are... Yeah, the AI could get a bit messed up by these little... I forgot what they're called now. Interceptors, that's it. There we go. Have a look at it. There you go. Now we can see TLO is actually about to catch up with Hasu in terms of economy. So whilst being behind for quite a while, he's actually finally catching up, because he's actually secured this expansion by the looks of it so far, unless any units get walked in and start to harass. Dark Templars coming in there would be beautiful, because there's no missile turret and no units there to deny that.